chapter 47, starting at verse 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans. For thou shalt be called no more tender and delicate. Take the millstone and grind meal. Uncover thy locks. May bare the leg. Uncover the thigh. Pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. As for our Redeemer, the Lord of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel. Sit thou silent, get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldees, that thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms. I want to say all praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostle, elders, and prophets of the great millstone. Another respect to the brothers teaching and preaching the truth all over the globe worldwide. And basically, the title of the lesson is that there's no saving of Babyloñ the Great. And as you read through the scriptures, you will understand that Babyloñ the Great is going to be thrown down. And it's been prophesied, through the scriptures, that this great kingdom called Babyloñ the Great, the one that deceived all nations to trying to have this new world order into place. This kingdom is going to fall, man. We know that who runs the kingdom, which we know that it's Esau, so-called white man. But his main base of operation per se that is leading the charge is Babyloñ the Great, which AKA is America. And as you've seen in prophecies, and you've seen in recent news, that you have the other nations that are rising up against Babyloñ the Great. And all these nations are waiting to throw Babyloñ the Great, is to take this kingdom and this rulership out of power. To get a quick scripture, this is Revelation chapter 17, and this is verse 16, and it reads, and I'm gonna start at verse 15, and he said unto me, the waters which thou sawest were the whore cities, which is talking about Babyloñ the Great, are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. Why? Because Babyloñ the Great, it's it's the ruler of all kingdoms. Because all the nations, as you read in Revelation chapter 18, Yahweh and I will go get that scripture in a minute. All the nations were made drunk off the wine of the wrath of fornication, meaning that all these nations had joined on together unto Babyloñ the Great. Because Babyloñ the Great, because it's philosophies, man, and also because it's a prophecy that all these nations are going to get a power unto the beast, as we read down read on down in Revelation chapter 17. This is verse 16, and it reads, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. For Yahweh had put it in their hearts to fulfill his will, and to agree, and give the kingdom unto the beast, until the words of Yahweh shall be fulfilled. When it's talking about that, it's talking about the prophecies. And these prophecies are being fulfilled, man, as you as you go on throughout the day, you see that these prophecies are being fulfilled, and you see that these other nations begin to hate Babyloñ the Great. And the reason why that these other nations had given their power unto the beast was because we know that there's prophecy that this was going to happen. But also number two, that Most High put in their heart to fulfill His will, And we know that it all goes back into Yahweh Hashem Shah. You know what I'm saying? Because he put in their hearts to, fulfill his will, because the scripture also say that the man's goings is of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah, who can understand his own way. And all these things that are happening throughout all the world, we know that's part of the script of Yahweh Hashem Shah. As I just quote the scripture, that a man's goings is of Yahweh Hashem Shah, who can understand his own way. And if you go back to Isaiah chapter 47, you know what I'm saying? Go back to Isaiah chapter 47. This hasn't taken place yet, but it is going to happen in the near future, because the Most High is going to throw down the daughter of Babylon. And who is that daughter of Babylon, you might ask? The daughter of Babylon is America. You know what I'm saying? Because America, runs the whole planet, man. We all know it's on the vibration of Esau, even so-called white man. And you probably like, how can you prove that? Okay, we are getting the scripture that proves that Esau even runs America, because you got evils that been multiplied throughout all the earth. And also you see that Esau run the planet, because Job 9:24 said that the earth is given to the hands of the wicked. And he covered the faces of the judges thereof, and not when who is he. And you see that America, aka Babyloñ the Great, has its policies and its influence, throughout our world. And also, you see that how foundations of the earth are all out of course. If you go read Psalms chapter 82, verse 5, and I'm gonna go ahead and go on up to verse 2. It reads, "How long ye judge unjustly, accept the persons of the wicked?" We know that Esau, he judges unjustly. Why? Because he is the epitome of wickedness. You know what I'm saying? And they accept robbery, accept gifts to pervert judgment, because we see that they put out a vibration throughout all the earth, man. And that's why you see that these other nations are turning their back on Esau, on Babyloñ the Great, because Babyloñ the Great, aka America, is known to be a treacherous. You know what I'm saying? They known to say one thing, they come around and they do something else. And this is at Psalm 82:3, and it reads, "Defend the poor and the fatherless, do justice to the afflicted and needy, deliver the poor and needy, rid them out of the hand of the wicked." And let's talk about the Israelites, and we need to be rid out of this man's hand, because the scripture said, if this man be in power, verse paraphrase, ain't no flesh gonna be saved, man. Because the devil is out to steal, kill, and destroy, man. You read that in I believe it's in 1 Peter, if I'm not mistaken. Your brother could correct me on that. The devil, see people, there's not lock for that. That's in John. I believe that's in John 10. Yeah, John 10. Let me just get, man, because that's what the devil do, man. And that's what he's known to do. He's known to steal. He's known to steal, kill, and destroy. You know what I'm saying? That's in John's life for that, brother. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the beast is to do. They steal, kill, and destroy. They go in under the false pretense, you know what I'm saying, trying to fight terrorism. They go in, they tear down your country, they steal your resources, and they had done a lot of these things, man. And that's the reason why they have to pay for the iniquities and for the crimes that they have done. You know what I'm saying? And this is John 10:10. It reads, "The thief coming not but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. I come that they might have life and that they might have more abundantly." In the first part, talking about the devil, man, which we know the devil counterpart is Esau, even so-called white man. And what does he do? He steals, kills, and he destroys, man. And we read like the Revelation chapter 6, verse 4, that you know what I'm saying, it was a horse. Behold, there's another horse that was red, and power was given unto him to take peace from the earth. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they do. They take peace from the earth. And how they take peace from the earth? Because if you don't follow around their system, they'll use their media to demonize you, and saying that you this real big bad wolf, or this real big bad evil person. And then they use their military might or their sword to go in and to topple governments, go in and take resources. But that was all about. It's all about those resources, because the scripture also said, we you know, continue to steal until you have enough, roughly paraphrasing. And the answer there is no, because these devils would never have enough, man, especially in Babylon the Great. You know what I'm saying? And they being exposed, man. As we read in Isaiah chapter 47, you know what I'm saying, that it's Isaiah chapter 47, verse 3, and it reads, Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. That's talking about your house. I'm going to take vengeance here upon Babylon the Great. But mainly Esau, Edom, as you can read that in Isaiah chapter 63, verse 1 through 6. When it says that, who is it that come from Edom and dyed garments from Bozrah? You know what I'm saying? And Most High is going to be stumping out these Edomites, man, because this is their rulership. Because we read in Job 9:24 that the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. You know what I'm saying? And what's his main base of operations? You know what I'm saying? We just said the answer earlier. It's Babylon the Great, man. Even though that the influence of Babylon the Great is throughout all the world. But nevertheless, though, you can see that that these other nations are rising up against this system, man, because we know that this system is finished. You know what I'm saying? And this going back to Revelation chapter 18. You know what I'm saying? Because the devil really believes, especially in America, they believe that they're untouchable, and that they believe that they're not going to be taken down. And this is Revelation chapter 18. You know what I'm saying? We're going to go ahead and start at the top. In verse 1, it said, And after these things I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was laden with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. Which is talking about all the wickedness that this place is oozed from, man. All the wickedness is oozed from Babylon the Great. But we all know who's the real true wicked is Esau, Edom. You know what I'm saying? And it can stem back to the book of Maccabees, where it talks about Alexander the Great. You're talking about with four generals per se. When he died, when Alexander the Great died, the four generals, they started to rule, and they put crowns upon themselves. They sons afterwards, and the scripture goes on to say that evils will multiply, and you see evil being multiplied now through Esau, even so-called white man in the society of Babylon the Great. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why Revelation chapter 18, verse 2 says that he cried mighty with strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and it's fallen, and it's become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. And they're talking about, all the philosophies, all the wicked vibration is being pushed from America, Babylon the Great, man. Because America, Babylon the Great, they got a quote, basically saying that, do as I will. All the slogan from Nike, just do it. You know what I'm saying? And they're quick to tell you that ain't nobody can judge them but the Most High. But the Most High is allowing this iniquity of Babylon the Great to build up. So that way, when he judges it, he's going to judge with full wrath, man. Because if you read in Jeremiah chapter 25, verse 14 through 29, all the nations are going to drink of that cup. But as the Israelites, we already drunk of that cup, man. You know what I'm saying? And what's that cup? That cup is all them curses. And all the other nations, they're going to start to drink of that cup, man. You know what I'm saying? And Babylon the Great is going to be the last to drink of that cup. And the Most High is going to send his sword down upon this place to destroy it because of all the wickedness that came from this place, man. And all the wickedness that ensued from Babylon the Great that has been pushed throughout all the world. Quote unquote, they said it's okay to have a sex change. It's okay, to be a lesbian. Okay to be a homosexual. It's okay to murder and get away with all types of wicked foul things that come from this place. And that's the reason why Yahweh Shem Shah has to destroy this place. Now, that's the reason why this place is going to be destroyed because of the wicked vibration that is being pushed, throughout the world, man, from this place, Babyloñ the Great. So let's go on to Revelation chapter 18, verse 3. Salaka for that, and it reads, "For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, when her philosophy, and all the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies, and all these other nations benefited out Babyloñ the Great, which Babyloñ the Great benefited out the back of the Most High chosen people, which are the Israelites." But let's continue on. Revelation 18:4, "And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues." We start telling Israel, we tell the people to come out of the ways of Babyloñ the Great, which is America, all the philosophies and everything. But continuing on, Revelation 18:5, it reads, "For her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahweh hath remembered her iniquities. Reward her even as she reward you, and double unto her according to her works. In the cup which she hath filled to her double. How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously. So much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For as strong as is Yahweh power who judges her." And the point is in verse 7, and this is how these devils, they sit in power here in Babyloñ the Great. And they had a slogan that I'm proud of being American, and you read in Proverbs chapter 16, verse 18, it says that pride goeth before destruction, and the haughty spirit before a fall. And you starting to see the fall of Babyloñ the Great. And we're going to quote Revelation chapter 18, verse 7 again, and it reads, "How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she said in her heart, I sit a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow." And that's how these people in Babyloñ the Great, aka America, this is how they feel. They feel as though they are untouchable. You know what I'm saying? They feel as though that nobody can do anything to them. But they not knowing that Yahweh Shem Shah has a special judgment for America, Babyloñ the Great, in the form of those ICBMs, aka the nuclear missiles, man. Because you read, I believe it's in Revelation chapter 7, he brother correct me on that, there is it's gonna be 200 million missiles that's gonna be shot at this place. It said 200,000 times 1,000, which equates to 200 million missiles, which consists of warheads and all these things that's gonna take this place down, man. And it's gonna be destroyed. America, Babyloñ the Great, is gonna be destroyed. There ain't none left ain't none gonna dwell here but desert creatures, man. That's the only thing that's gonna dwell here in America, Babyloñ the Great, after it's been destroyed, man. And it's going to be a monument to show that this is not how you supposed to live, man. It's going to be used as a monument to say that, look, this is this what happen when you disobey and they transgress against law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shem Shah, man. And we seeing the downfall of this kingdom. And why I say, because it's prophesied that it's going to happen. You see it in the news, man. You seeing the downfall of Esau Edom. That's the reason why you seeing Esau Edom. He's starting to spaz out. He's starting to bug out. He's starting to see a whole lot of quote unquote Karens start to lose their everlasting mind, because they know that their white privilege and their kingdom is coming to an end. And a lot of people are losing their mind because they seeing Babyloñ the Great is not going back to normal. They seeing that the merch is being taken from this place. And they seeing that the Most High, Yahweh Shem Shah, it caused this place to sit on the ground, man. You know what I'm saying? This place is sitting on the ground. It means that, that this place is going to be this place is going to be destroyed now. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be destroyed, and it's going to be destroyed with a nuclear destruction. It's it's reading Isaiah chapter 47. When it says sit on the ground, how it's gonna sit on the ground by the thermonuclear missile? It ain't gonna leave nothing on here because this place is gonna be destroyed, man. And we're witnessing the end of Babyloñ the Great. You know what I'm saying? How mighty that this kingdom is falling, and it's falling at a great estate, man. And there's not gonna be any recovery from it, man. And this is Jeremiah, which I'm gonna get that chapter 51. You know what I'm saying? Very familiar scripture. Jeremiah 51. I think it's gonna be right around verse 7, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I'm saying? It's Jeremiah chapter 51. And this goes into how they will hear Babylon. This is Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 7. Well, I'm starting at verse 6. It reads, "Flee out of the midst of Babylon, and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of Yahweh's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense." And this is the time that our people need to flee out of Babyloñ the Great, meaning that flee out of her ways and out of the custom of Babylon, because for Israel now it's time of salvation. Because also Scripture tells us, it's high time to wake out, sleep, which is talking to you Israelites. Not our salvation is nearer than what we believe. And understanding the scriptures that, it's high time for us to wake out and sleep, man. Get out of the ways of the custom of Babyloñ the Great. Stop calling each other black. You know what I'm saying? That's a social construct, man. Get out of those ways, man, because this place is gonna be destroyed, man. And it's gonna be destroyed by thermonuclear missiles. You can read that in Jeremiah, what chapter I'm at now, 51. You can start at the top. You talk about the destroying wind, which are the nuclear missiles. But let's just continue on. It reads, I'm in verse 7, Jeremiah 51 and 7. It said, "Babylon has been a golden cup in Yahweh's hand, that made all the earth drunken. The nation has drunken of her wine, and therefore the nation are mad. The nation has drunken of her philosophies." That what wine means, her philosophies, her beliefs, her customs, and all these things. The other nations are mad because why? Because they realize that her philosophies are full of BS, man. You know what I'm saying? Her philosophy, Babyloñ the Great philosophies, hasn't benefited. It ain't benefiting them. It benefiting only Babyloñ the Great, and that's why all these other nations are under Babyloñ the Great hand, because Babylon made them drink the wine of fornication, those philosophies. You know what I'm saying? Any nation now starting to rise up because they see the BS that America is doing. Babyloñ the Great, and all these nations are rising up. And it's going to be sooner or later that all these nations are going to start shooting their nuclear missiles over here, and they're going to destroy this place. And this is Jeremiah 51 and 8. "Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her? Take balm for her pain, if so she may be healed. For it's like we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go everyone into his own country. For her judgment reaches unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies." And we seeing that this country has been destroyed, man. And this country will not be healed. Babylon is falling, and it can't get up, man. And it's not going to recover. And I pray that this lesson will edify. I want you all praise, glory, honor, due unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Kakadash. Double honors to the apostle, the elders, the great millstone. Enough respect to the brothers teaching and preaching the truth all over the globe worldwide. See you again with another lesson real soon. Yahweh, Shalom, Abba Ball, and Kwam Yasharala. Shalom.